Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. A beautiful October day. Not the weather we've been having, but it rained all night and it's not raining right now, and the creek is beautiful. I've got my gear here and I'm here with Brian, the heavy metal prospector. You can see him on YouTube. And he's been out here poking around the last couple days, and I'm planning on being here this weekend, but he's not going to be here. So I came up today to hang out with him for a while and make a video. We're in the same spot we were at the last time I was here. Right over there is where James found those huge boulders of gold. And then Benza was digging right up in there. Marty was way up in there. Andrew was digging anywhere the guys were finding gold. No, I'm kidding. Andrew was over in here. Andy was over there with us. So we all had a really good time here. I like this part of the creek. Brian's got short boots on, so we had to make sure we found somewhere he could get in with short boots. And this is going to be the spot. I am going to poke around on the other side and see if we left anything over there. But we're talking about hitting these higher gravel bars, because when James found that nugget, he was in a gravel bar like that. He wasn't very deep, so it's wherever it's at, we're going to look for it and see if we can find it. In the meantime, I'm going to get my gear down to the creek and find a spot to dig a hole, and we'll shoot some videos while I do it and let you know what I find. Here, Brian got first blood. Oh, I'm probably going to have to super zoom. See if we can get right in there. 3 specks. Oh, they keep going by right there. There's one of them. Well, what did I do? Bump them? Alright, we'll get a finger in there. They're right there. 1, 2, 3. There you see them. That was from a shovel and a half or so, he said. Yeah. So off to a good start. Well, I decided it looked like nobody's really dug in this spot. I dug down that far. I got that much material so far. I'm going to pan it back and see if I can beat his 3 flakes. Well, there's a lot more gold in there than I could get tapped into one spot at a time. But there is 1 piece, 2 piece. We just keep coming around. There's a 3rd one. 4, 5, and 6 right there in the glare. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 coming across. Very overcast skies, incredibly hard to pan at the moment to see these little tiny specks, I should say. I found the 10 specks in there, and it all come out of that hole, 1 pan. And I think I found my spot to dig for today. This just nice easy digging. I got a bunch of big rocks. I even got a log there I might flip out of the way and dig underneath. So the getting's good. I might as well get after it. 10 specks in a pan isn't bad. Hopefully I can start finding maybe a couple of bigger guys in there. I'm going to classify 2 buckets and find a spot to set the sluice up right in there somewhere and see how we do from that. I'll talk to you guys in a little while. Brian just got done running his first bucket, and we tapped it around in the pan. We got a nice piece right there. Coming around the bend, there's a couple more. There's a nice guy. I got another nice one there, and there's one down lower here somewhere right in there. Good sized chunks. There's a lot of fine gold in there, and it's floating. So this is all the more I wanted to tap it around. I actually saw a couple more pieces up here in his riffle. They're not wanting to show up right now. That is not a piece of gold, but it would sure be nice if it was. Boy, I don't know what that is, but that is monstrous. Is that a piece of gold? It is. You just got the nugget of the day, and no, it is not a piece of gold. But there's more down in there, and he's doing great. I am set up over there. I got 2 full buckets and a sluice just waiting for me, so that's where I'm heading next. And you're going to dig some more somewhere in here, huh?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Keep it going. Do another bucket.
I didn't make a hole as much as I made a trench. I moved that log and I dug from underneath that log over to my original hole. So I'm not very deep, but I thought 2 buckets of that up near the top stuff, and then I'll make it a little wider and see if I can get 2 more buckets down low. See how the difference is and how it looks. We'll let you know in a minute. So here's my spot. I got 2 nice full buckets. And I got really good drop, really good flow, big full scoop on there. You can see it is swirling all around. Everything's dancing to the top. Water rushing over it and all the heavy stuff moves up. Isn't that cool? So I'm gonna get this scooping. Hopefully we find some specks. Well, I got my first bucket ran through. And it's looking pretty good in there. Lots and lots of black sand. All of them holes are full of it. So what I'm going to do is pull this up and out of here real quick so we can take a look. And I think we all know I almost never see any gold in here. Although there is a speck right in front of my finger. Yeah. And it looks like one right on top of that rock. There's a speck. There's a speck. That would be nice. It looks like that pocket right there has got full of gold. I wonder if, boy, that could be. Might not. It doesn't look like it to the naked eye, but it sure does in the camera. So, because each one of these is so full of black sand, before I start the next bucket, I'm just going to give it a quick rinse. I'm not going to take it apart and do a full clean out. I just want to, well, maybe I will. We'll see how clean it comes. I think I'm just going to dunk it in here like this. And, yeah, I'll probably just take it apart. Knock it all out, set it up, run that bucket, and then we'll get her in the pan for you. See you in a bit. All right, bucket number 2 has been run. Let's see what we can see in this one. Run some of this water out of here. Ooh, what do we got? Looking for specks. Well, I'm not seeing any obvious specks. Not just right off the top, anyway. Right there is one. See it in there? Pretty decent sized little chunker there, too. So, we'll get this one in the bucket, get her in the pan, get a better look at it. Boy, I ended up with a really nice haul. We got little specker, little specker, little specker, big speck, and there is more in there. And I wish you could see the top of the water. There's right there's a piece. There's like 7 or 8 pieces floating right now. It's funny how it's heavier than anything in the pan, but it floats on top of the water like nothing. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's turn all them pieces to the bottom and then see if maybe I had something up here. Not looking like it. I tapped it pretty good. So I'm not seeing nothing washing back here. But oh yeah, there is a speck or two. Set her down. Right in there, there's one. Do I see any more? Yeah, there's one right in there. Right next to that little rusty stain. Gosh, come on, camera, show it off. Show it off, camera. There, I saw it for a brief second. Another one in there. So yeah, super happy with that for 2 buckets. And you know there's a bunch hiding in there. I'm not shaking it down too much on the creek. I got a cleanup sluice for that. So at this point, I need to go down and I'm just going to set this pan right here for now. We'll add it all to there in a minute. So he's sluicing his second bucket down here. And I have got this hole that I need to make bigger. I'll get at least 2 more buckets before I give up for the day. I don't plan on spending too much time down here, but long enough to hang out, find a little bit of shiny. How you doing down here?
Doing all right. About halfway through my second bucket.
Second bucket going?
Yep.
Man, I should have came down here and sluice. You got so much water.
A few pieces on the indicator there.
You got something showing? Ooh, we got glare. Let me turn the light off, see if that helps. Yeah, I see some specks with my eye, but I'm not seeing them with the camera. It's like that sometimes. Yep. He's running the sluice fox mat, same one I run in my big sluice. And I didn't bring big sluice with today, but I'll definitely be bringing that when I come back this weekend, because as much as I love that little dream mat, it is slow. The less time I can spend hunched over feeding that sluice, the more time I can be digging. So in the meantime, it is time to feed my belly. And today's lunch is sponsored by none other than the Quick Trip Corporation and my APAS e-bike, because that's what hauled the lunch here. Got me a turkey and Swiss, got me a Nature's Touch water, and there better be more. A nice, what are these, Ambrosia Gold apple, and beef snack sticks with the Colby Jack cheese. Looky there. All Wisconsin, Wisconsin, Wisconsin. Gonna be a great lunch. I'm gonna get that in me, then I'm gonna get back down there with the shovel and get back to it. Thank you, see you soon. All right, buckets 3 and 4, sitting by the sluice, going down. A few adjustments to the sluice. It looks like it's still running good, doing what it's supposed to do. See that heavier material going up and the lighter stuff going down. Oh no, the bucket just moved. Alright, working good. Working real good. Alright, I'm going to put this phone down. 2 hands are better than one. Hopefully I see a big old 5-pound chunk roll across. I'll see you in a minute in the pan. Oh, here is the results of bucket 4. Got a couple pieces right there. I saw one down here somewhere towards the end. No, that's not it. There's just a little bit here and there. Visible on top. Most of it's all going to be down there buried like it's supposed to be. And let's get it in a pan. Well, I did some panning into a safety pan to get a sneak peek. That's the easy to see gold in my 4 bucket total. I'm pretty happy with that. A little swoosh around there, get you a little better view. And, you know, there's a lot of black sand in there, and I panned it into a safety pan. I'm sure I lost some because I was being sloppy about it. So the real challenge, or the real total, will be in the cleanup sluice, but this could be it for this. This might be the last time y'all get to see this gold, because I'll do that later on at home, off camera. Thank you so much for watching. I really had a good time out here. Found a nice pile there. There's another peek at it. The Dream Mat sluice is still doing it for me. Brian's down there. He's just kind of poking around here and there now. He ran 3 buckets, and he's looking for a new sweet spot. I'm going to start cleaning up. That's the hole I dug today. There's a pile of rocks. I am not going to fill that in because I will be... Today's Wednesday. I'll be back here Friday, and I'm going to continue digging in this area. I'd like to dig under the classifier into the creek bed and just kind of finish this out. Maybe try to get it a little deeper yet. So you will see in another video me filling this hole in, I promise, but it's not going to be today. I did all that work to open it up. I'd like to keep exploring to see what else is in there. Still finding decent gold, so I'm going to try to go a little deeper and see if I can find a little bit more. Otherwise, like I said, I'd like to work this area here at least to that depth, and then I'll rake it all back in and it'll be a gravel bar again. So that is what's going to happen. I'm leaving it for now, and worst thing that happens, someone else is digging there when I get here Friday, and then I'll tell them they got to fill the hole in. But Brian did pretty well. Is your gold all in the bucket now?
It is all in the bucket.
You'll have to watch his video to see how he did. Let's see what he's got here for cons. Oh, he's got quite a bit in there. And yeah, not going to do a bucket pan. Not in the little bucket anyway. I can do it in the 5-gallon bucket pretty well. You can tap some gold around and see it. But that little guy I tried earlier, no bueno. But Brian's here camping until Friday. One of the reasons I came up, so we could get some time in the creek together, shoot some videos.
Very nice.
And I will put a link to him in the description. And you're going to have to go over to his page to check this video out and give him a subscribe, like, share, all that happy stuff. He's been supporting my channel since the beginning. He's got one of my gold spoons from back in the day. And yeah, so it's nice to finally put a face and spend some time in the creek. And for the rest of you guys, thank you so much. We're going to be talking real soon about my 500 subscriber giveaway. I got lots of great prizes planned. And you're going to need to be a subscriber to the channel to win. Those of you that are already subscribed, thank you. If you haven't, start telling your friends that they're going to want to be on my channel. I'm going to give some gold away and some other cool prizes. So until then, like, share, subscribe. Thank you. And I will see you on the next one.
Hi.
What else do you...
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe. That's right, buddy.